Hello and welcome to a PlanetSide 2 Basics tutorial. Today we're going to be covering controls, classes, and how to get into a gunfight. So, first thing we're going to want to do is look at controls. So the basic controls for this game: L1 and R1 at the same time, throw a grenade. There's standard controls for any FPS, so that is just an unusual one. I'll be highlighting the ones that you may not have used in another game. Aiming and the R1 allows you to spot. If you play Battlefield, you'll understand, but spotting allows you to place a marker above an enemy's head, which allows you and your team to effectively keep track of that enemy and put fire on him and basically kill him. Up on the D-pad will change your fire mode. So as you can see on the bottom of the screen, you have a bullet marker, full auto, semi-auto, and you can also get burst mode, which looks like 2 bullets. L1 allows the use of abilities. So in this case, it is the overshield for the heavy assault. And down on the D-pad activates your utility. In this case, a medical kit, which will allow you to heal yourself without the use of a medic. So R2 to use that. Left on the D-pad, or use another. If you have another equipment, such as the engineer's turret, you'll be able to deploy that down. And I think that is about it for the main controls. Apart from holding down triangle, which brings up your equipment for each individual class, that's the main sort of controls for the game. So, as you've seen, the ability for the heavy assault, we're going to go into classes now, is the overshield. This overshield allows you to basically sponge more damage from any bullets. You'll be able to fight more efficiently in 1v1s and basically take out vehicles better. And which moves us on to our next point, which is the RPG. The RPG has bullet drop. See? They can be either guided or unguided, and aircraft only or vehicle only lock-ons. Basically making the heavy assault a 1v1, basically an infantry and vehicle management sort of class. With the help of an engineer, you can keep attacks going. Use the ability, I stress use this ability, when you see enemies, because it will massively increase your chances of survival in gunfights. Next class we're going to be looking at is light assault. Now the light assault, L1, the ability, is a jetpack. Allows you to fly up to areas that are otherwise inaccessible. This will allow you to get the drop on enemies, because they'll probably, say if they come around that corner, they'll be focused on aiming there, probably, rather than aiming up in some random roof. So this will allow you to surprise them, give an extra few seconds, and you should win gunfights with that. They're generally equipped with a sort of assault rifle or carbine, which is a fairly good weapon, but overall their ability, while it does allow surprise, isn't entirely useful in actual gunfights. A lot of the time you can bob and weave up in the air, but you can't aim when you're flying, which is a bit of a disappointment. But it's a fairly good class, deals with small groups, and is agile. It's a decent class. Next we have the infiltrator. Now the infiltrator is focused on stealth and mainly sniping. However, we're going to be showing you how to play with the RPG, the SMG. So the SMG, this is mainly a attack-based infiltrator class. An attack-based infiltrator class uses the cloaking ability, which is L1. Although any infiltrator can use it. I've equipped an SMG, silence, because what I do is I infiltrate the enemy lines, pick them off one by one. Say there's an enemy in here, come around the corner, go visible, shoot him. He didn't even know I was there. So come around the corner, he probably won't even know you're there, camp in there, shoot him. Allows you to basically pick off enemies one by one, Also allows you to escape from gunfights. So say if someone saw me shooting that guy, and I didn't want to fight him because I just run out of ammo, I can just escape, run around this corner, maybe hide you. You do have a cooldown, so you have to regen your ability, but that basically allows you to escape opponents. Their equipment is a recon device. This allows the spawn of areas. It works like a motion sensor, so anyone in a 25-meter radius will be spotted for you, which can be used to your advantage if you're trying to hold a position, or if you're just trying to see if there's any enemies nearby you. There's the sniper class. That's mainly sniper. Now for sniping, if you're going to be using this class for sniping, I suggest using the invisibility to find spots to snipe from. So if I was running here, I didn't want to run out in the open. I'd want to go invisible and see there's people there. You know, I don't want to be running across an open field, plainly visible in sight, and a bunch of snipers over there. They'd probably take me down. So when using this in combat, I suggest going invisible, in cover, going up, finding your opponents, going visible, and firing. You can't fire when you're invisible. So go back down, and then go invisible, up, aim, fire. Invisible, up, aim, fire. So that's the basics that you want to use for the infiltrator class. Use the abilities. Heavy assault, use that ability. Same with this. This is hugely important. It makes a big difference on the battlefield and will help you survive situations that you otherwise might just have died in. Next, we're going to be looking at the medic. Now, the medic, generally equipped with a carbine. It's usually fairly low damage, so they're not hugely amazing in gunfights. The L1 ability is an AoE heal, area of effect heal. It'll heal you and allies in your vicinity, and it's good, say if you just come out of a gunfight or there's a lot of teammates and you can revive or can heal them all at once. You also have, holding down triangle, your sort of equipment is a medical applicator. Holding down R2 will heal your teammates when you point at them. Hopefully there's a guy around here that can show you that. Yeah, there is. He's right by here. So if it's a beam, you have to be fairly close to them. And then if they're dead on the floor, you hold L2 and that'll revive them. So bring them back from the dead. You have to hold it down. And yep, that's the basics for the medic. They basically keep attacks going, and the tactic I suggest using for this is moving in squads of medics, having fairly large amount of medics, maybe one heavy assault and maybe an infiltrator or something like that, and just keeping an attack going. Multiple medics means you can just basically keep reviving each other each time you die. Next, we're going to be looking at the engineer, I believe. The engineer is equipped with carbines, decent in gunfights. Holding down triangle will allow you to use your repair tool. This repairs vehicles. And can be used to repair maxes, which is a point we'll come on onto later. L1 will allow you to use a ammo kit. This ammo kit will provide ammo for you and your teammates, and is good in keeping attacks going. They're highly useful in vehicle convoys, keeping pushing an attack. Yesterday on this map, I was involved in a push, and we basically took the entire side of this map using engineers, this little section here, using engineers and tanks, just pushing through, keeping them repaired, taking bases. That's how we did it. Left on the D-pad will allow you to put down a turret. Unfortunately, in the spawn area, the turret will explode when I place it down, as you can see. But it's useful if you want to cover choke points or use the shield, because it does generate a shield when it spawns, as a bit of cover, so you're covering the choke point as well. Next, I believe, is the Max. Now the Max is almost like a Juggernaut class. It's equipped usually with anti-vehicle and anti-infantry weapons. In this case, the anti-infantry is a minigun, the anti-vehicle is a grenade launcher.
Reloading! Cover me!
They're pretty much destruction is the only word for it. Then you're not going to beat them in 1v1 unless the person's got no full aim. They're not amazingly effective against vehicles, but their equipment can be changed at these terminals, and any other classes' equipment can be changed at these terminals. But you generally want to fight infantry with them, although they can be used to fight vehicles. The use of an engineer along with this class will make for practically a mobile tank that is practically indestructible. The engineer uses the repair tool to heal you and provide you with ammo using its ability. That will help you basically keep an attack going and keep this thing alive. And this thing alive is something you don't want around.
Swapping that.
Holding L1 will activate your ability, which is running ability. This class is pretty slow, so that's good for getting into cover. So you've seen a vehicle, you run into cover. That's the main characteristics of the Max. It's basically a tank. Right, so now we've covered all the classes and the basic controls of the game, we're going to be looking to find a battle. So to find a battle, first thing you want to do is press start, go onto your map, and then go on square and press redeploy. Redeploy will kill your current character, but will allow you to spawn in a new area. Spawn in a new area. To get into the action straight away, you can use this triangle button, which will spawn you instantly into any action. It will drop you from the sky in a drop pod straight into a battle. When it drops you into a battle, you'll be able to fight people straight away. It is kind of a loud, annoying noise, but it's good for getting straight into the action if you don't know what to do. So again, that's start, map, redeploy, triangle. And look, it's throwing me straight into a battle where the new conglomerate are attacking us. So in there. So let's just kill this guy and then. Oh, that guy's fun. So again, look, it's throwing us straight in the middle of a battle. For the purposes of the tutorial, I'll probably get myself killed now by running into enemy forces. There we go.
Got them on their heels.
Got a kill, but died. So again, that spawns you right into the action. You're probably gonna die pretty quickly. And yeah, pressing X then after instant action will spawn you at where the gunfight, well, close to where the gunfight's going on, at either a Sunderer or at the base you were just firing at, and will allow you to keep the attack going and keep you in the action. Now, apart from that, if you don't want to use instant action, it's going to likely get you killed. I suggest going on the map, hitting square to redeploy. This will take you to a spawn screen. Using this, you can use the respawn info on the side to see the enemies detected in the area and also the allies detected in the area. Use this to find a place where allies and enemies are detected. There's usually a battle going on here, so you want to spawn there. So just find an area where enemies and allies are detected, and you'll likely find a battle. Don't spawn in areas like this because there's likely going to be no one there. No enemies detected, no allies. Likely to be no battle occurring at that location. So that's the basics for PlanetSide 2. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.